bad, immoral, and wrong.
This is the Modern Eater Show.
Piping hot and delicious.
The Modern Eater.
Food, 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 food.
Come and get it! And now your hosts, Greg Hollenbeck, Jay Parker, and Brian Freeman.
Why not? And welcome to the last show of 2019, the last show of the decade, guys.
Oh, I thought, I'm just thinking of the year. You're right, of the decade. Holy.
Yeah. 2020 on the horizon. I got to tell you, I am looking so forward to this year. We're all positioned. We're locked and loaded. Here we are in Studio Kitchen, Colorado, broadcasting live. It's one of those times we're going to do a rewind for the year. 2019 in review. We've got the whole cast and crew here with us. Myself, Greg Hollenbeck, Brian Freeman, Jay Parker, Little Rich Snyder. Dave Avery's out doing Dave Avery stuff right now. Kenyon George in the background. And look who showed up just out of the blue. It's the mascot. It's Biker Jim Pittenger. He's here with us, too. He's doing the work. Tonight we cooked for, okay, so let's just set the stage. 2019 rewind, we're going to do a 2020 look forward. 2 hours of probably some of the best radio you're ever going to listen to. You can also watch us on Facebook. Just go to themoderneater.com. There's a tab there that you can click on, watch the show.
It's so easy, I can even do it.
Yeah. Today's show, you will see a kitchen that's darkened in the background. And for a reason. We wanted the kitchen all year long, Brian. Chefs, producers of products, agriculture, ranchers, farmers. Just a kitchen that's so full to the seams of culinary and agriculture and food and drink that tonight that we're going to take and pay homage to 2019 and back as we're going into our 5th year into the Modern Eater Show. We're going to look forward to what's 2020 look like. A big part of this year, guys, was the kitchen.
Huge, huge.
And
well, but all the people, too, in the second year of the road trip. Think about that. We did that 2 years running now. Yeah. We're getting ready for our 3rd year. There's so many big things that have happened this year for the Modern Eater and
Studio
Studio
Kitchen. Hey, Jay, you here?
Yes, I am here.
Okay. We cooked tonight, right? This is worth tuning in on Facebook alone.
In fairness, they cooked. This is Little Rich. I did not cook. I can't because I burn everything.
You know, I don't know about that. I still think there's something Little Rich does in his britches at night. He goes to the fridge. There's a go-to something you make. Could be cinnamon toast. It could be a grilled cheese. There's got to be something you make, Little Rich. But tonight I brought my tacos that I do weekly. Brian, what'd you cook?
I did my OG potatoes.
Oh, wait. And where did that recipe come from?
It's mine. I made it up. I created it. This is one of my signature dishes. Yellow Colorado potatoes. They're just tasty.
He doesn't even know what's in it.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's super easy. No, man.
Are you going to put that recipe online?
I can, yeah. It's right there. Okay. I got a printed version of it. Okay. We can go with it.
I don't know. You were telling Jay before the show how, you're going to get this online. People can see.
Yes.
Full 9 yards.
I've got it. Jay's going to take a picture of it.
Yeah, he was all fired up when I talked to him. I talked to him on the phone last night, and I said, yeah, this is what we're doing, but you got to cook something. I'll cook something. I'll cook it right now, and I'll bring it down there tomorrow, and I'll cook it twice. I've got a recipe card. I'll put it online, everything.
Didn't happen. That's okay.
What are you talking about? It's right here. Yeah, it's ready to go. Okay. Jay's just got to put it online.
Jay's
going to post it to the Modern Eater website.
Jay, what'd you cook tonight?
I'm doing. I don't know if it's pronounced bruschetta or bruschetta, and I call it 2 ways.
Jim, where's Jim? Jim, throw a headset on here.
No, Jim says no.
Where's Cheeto?
Jim's not even here.
Cheeto disappeared too?
Cheeto will be back.
Yeah, is he coming back?
He had to take care of a neighbor.
Gotcha.
Barking dog.
Yeah.
Bruschetta.
Bruschetta.
I got to believe that.
2 ways, and I used Rome sausage and Growers Organic for the tomatoes and basil.
I can't wait to taste it. Is it laid out here?
Speak of the devil. Right
here
there.
It comes right
Do the magic
now,
of...
hey, did you plan that to have this grand entrance with your bruschetta?
With my bruschetta? Yeah. That's what I'll call it, bruschetta. No, I didn't, but that worked out pretty good. That'll make a good picture.
It actually smells pretty good. I'll give you some props on
Well,
that.
I mean, I was hoping Cheeto was going to be here so that he could,
judge.
Do the judge?
Somebody's going to judge all of our stuff.
Cheeto will be back.
Yeah.
Tonight's going to be a night of reflection. It's going to be so much fun. Wait till you hear the stories that we're going to bring at you from 2019. We're all prepared for it. Our food, we cooked. Tonight we cooked in the kitchen, and we closed it down. Nobody was allowed in the kitchen. Even Jim came, but he was still not going to talk. I don't know why. Jim, we got to. Why? Because we love you, Jim, and you got good input, and you're humorous. And you're good looking on our Facebook
sexy.
Live.
We just started off with sexy and finish it there, okay, babe? We'll just go.
Because also we're going to talk about the trials and tribulations
of business.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Business is totally easy, isn't it, guys?
Oh, be your own boss.
It's totally. Everyone wants to be an entrepreneur. No one just wants to work the hours.
So we're going to eat, and we're going to drink, and we're going to have fun, and we're here at one of the things, and I know we had planned in this segment the best and worst moments of 2019. I think we can still do it. But I wanted to take just a minute and talk about this time of year. It's not easy for any the families in the equation, and then people are, they have a lot of time off and time to themselves, and they actually think about themselves and their lives and what was 2019. You reflect. It's a time of reflection this time of year, and it really polarizes a lot of things that go on in your life. And so, perspective. It's how how you want to look at that. Which Richie, you were instrumental this year in talking to me about perspective, because let it be known, and I think if you've listened to the show long enough, I don't particularly like the holidays. But as I got to start thinking of 2019 and reflecting on the moments, I started thinking about a few things that you said to me. That, number one, galvanizing. It's an interesting thing when you go through the ups and downs of the year and they're just happening, but then when you have a minute to reflect on them, sometimes the downs are the ups. And sometimes the ups really don't have those moments that would impress you. But what I came away from this year is family is what you want it to be, who you want to surround yourselves around. And as I got into this business of 15 years in political talk radio, and I've been on these airwaves at 630 KHOW more than some people probably desire to hear. But here I am, and here I stand. I wanted to get out of politics, and I wanted to do something meaningful. And food and beverage in this community of Denver, Colorado, me being a local and a native, I started to look at the body of my work. I couldn't be happier in the position that we are right now. And water does find its own level. The level that it found for me is the friendships that I've built within this culinary industry in the past 5 years are friends that I probably would have never met. Friends that I probably wouldn't have right now. But, beyond that, they've turned into family. You guys are my family. You're some of the best friends that I have. You and Jay and Brian are my business partners. A lot of times that's a recipe for disaster. Somehow we found a way to figure out how to come together. And I think it's a reflection on not only this industry, but the camaraderie that we have together. And then those moments of what do you do with this point in time? Is it going to be adverse to your growth, or is this going to be beneficial to your growth? Our perspective of what we've had this year is that galvanizing perspective of we're stronger than ever going into 2020. And I'm thrilled for that. Out of a time of year when I'm usually that, what do they call that guy that the boo-hoos around?
Curmudgeon.
Eeyore. Remember Eeyore?
Eeyore. Or a curmudgeon.
No, and so seriously, your perspective, who's around you, galvanizing those moments and getting ready to launch you into something that you've worked hard on means the world to me. And thank you guys for all being a part of this family.
Yeah, well, thanks.
As we eat.
I'm going to say, and from me, thanks for allowing me in. I mean,
we jumped
and you have to go through these hard times to bring out the best. If it was all sunny and rosy and there was no effort and everything had no friction, it doesn't bind like that. The galvanizing does not occur.
You'd like this quote that I came up with? We are not measured on how we fall down, but rather on how we recover from our own mistakes. That determines our character.
Yep.
And I've always said it because, listen, we're all going to make mistakes. We've all, no one's perfect. When I work with somebody and he's like, we all got warts, man. Everybody does. And how do you come from this place of realizing we're all not perfect, but we're all going to give it our best, and that's all you can ask for, right?
Yep.
So sit back, relax, Jay. I know you're ready for it.
He's itching to jump on a comment I made.
We've got the remainder of 2 hours. Sit and join us. Pull up, get a drink, get some food, sit down with your family. The Modern Eater. We're here in Denver, Colorado. We're not going anywhere. We are locked and loaded and ready for this next year. Got food, drinks in front of us. Do the same thing. We're going to break off, do a little commercial break. I want to thank each time we go to break, a sponsor, real quick. Colorado Mills, I want to thank you so much. You've been a sponsor that's not only been there for us financially, but Zach Kreider from Colorado Mills, you're probably one of the most stand-up guys that I've ever met. I'm thankful every time I see your face. He's done so much for this kitchen in particularly, and Zach Kreider and Colorado Mills, probably one of the classiest organizations that just so happens to be here in Colorado. We're blessed.
Yep. Thank you, Colorado Mills.
Thank you, Colorado Mills. All right, we'll be back. We'll come back. We'll do that best and worst moments of 2019 as far as the Modern Eater show goes. And then we'll talk about Studio Kitchen Colorado, what means so much to us, our home for the past year. And as we build on this great experience here at Studio Kitchen Colorado. Thank you, everybody, throughout the entire year for being here for us. We love to be able to be the voice for you. We take it very seriously, and we're going to take a break, come right back, listen to our sponsors ad. These are the best of the best on the Modern Eater Show on iHeartRadio.
Choose your path through Cyberland.
Don't forget to check us out on Instagram and Facebook for all the fun photos and videos. Just search The Modern Eater or check out the website, themoderneater.com.
Put the finishing touches on your home this holiday season and all year round with brand new window treatments from Blinds.com. From cellular shades, wood blinds, Roman shades, and more. Go to Blinds.com now through December 29th and save up to 40% off everything. Plus, get an extra $20 off with promo code LIGHT. That's up to 40% off everything. Plus, get an extra $20 off with promo code LIGHT. Blinds.com, promo code LIGHT. Rules and restrictions may apply.
When you're diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, a million questions flood your mind.
How can this be happening?
Am I going to be able to work?
What's a subtype? What do I do now?
We know.
We went through it too. But once you start to understand your options,
you can partner with your doctor
and find ways to face MBC on your own terms. Visit findyourmbcvoice.com and learn how to speak up and have a more informed conversation with your doctor.
Some questions have answers.
Visit findyourmbcvoice.com to find some of yours.
Modern Eater family, it's Little Rich. Everybody needs insurance, but do you have the insurance you need? When we opened Studio Kitchen Colorado, home of the Modern Eater, we had no idea what insurance we needed. We didn't even know where to begin. Times like that, I turn to the experts. Our insurance expert, Brian Brenning with the Ewing Levitt Agency. Brian makes the coverage discovery process easy and seamless. Here's what you can expect from Brian and the team at Ewing Levitt. The absolute safest coverage, fair, low rates, quick response time, and honest, straightforward service. I've been in business 40 years. I trust Brian Brenning and Ewing Levitt Agency. He's not just an insurance expert. He's my friend. Make him your friend and expert, too, by calling the Ewing Levitt Agency today, 970-679-7374. For the best and most reliable insurance coverage, that's 970-679-7374. It's the Ewing Levitt Agency.
Hi, I'm Charlie Gottenkenny, brewmaster at Brews Beers, Denver's award-winning Belgian-style brewery. I am very pleased to tell you that our new tap room at Colfax and York in Congress Park is now open, and it is a unique experience. It's close to great restaurants, has a big sunny patio for warmer days, will feature live music, and it has a very cool contemporary Belgian-style bar and tap room. To celebrate our second location, we have 18 beers on tap, including several limited edition sour and barrel-aged beers. For some holiday good cheer, try our figgy pudding and our unique champagne beer, Brut Le Grand. Check it all out on our website, brewsbeers.com. That's Brews, spelled B-R-U-Z, at 67th and Pecos, and now open in Congress Park at Colfax and York. Join us this week at either location for some serious Belgian-style badassery.
Hey, Colorado. This is Brian Freeman, owner of Growers Organic and a host on the Modern Eater Talk Show. Growers Organic is a Colorado sourcing company who provides Colorado's greatest chefs with the best organic produce. I've been partnering with local and regional farms for the last 20 years, and our returning customers know they can count on us over and over again. Chefs who receive the highest rating on Good Food 100 choose Growers Organic for their organic produce needs because we're experts at bridging the gap between the farm and the table. Join us in the organic revolution and go organic with Growers Organic. Look us up online at growersorganic.com.
Wear black and eat spices. Hey, Modern Eater listeners, this is Zach from The Spice Guy, Colorado's favorite company. Spice is the variety of life. At The Spice Guy, we have a passion for sourcing the best ingredients from the best farmers all over the world. Choose from thousands of different GMO-free spices and ingredients, or let us create and blend custom flavor profiles for whatever style of food it is that you're working with. With over 1,000 restaurants, food brands, and chefs behind us, you can't go wrong when you choose The Spice Guy for all your spice needs. The Spice Guy.
Spicy.
Born in Breck, raised in Denver.
TheSpiceGuyCo.com.
Hey, this is Brother Luck from Colorado Springs.
We're coming back.
All right, you ready? Owner of 4 by Brother Luck and Lucky Dumplings. I mean, he's a very, very impressive man. And you're rocking with the Modern Eater Show on iHeartRadio.
Another highlight of the Modern Eater Show is Chef Brother Luck.
Brother Luck down in Colorado Springs.
Voice right there. A lot of great moments with Chef Brother Luck as we continue rewinding 2019. Just doing a reflection. We closed down the kitchen tonight. It's just the boys. Just the boys in here tonight, eating and drinking.
Kind of a little intimate, little candlelight here.
Little laughing, little scratching, little song, little dance, a little seltzer down your pants. Biker Jim Pittenger eating the famous Greg tacos.
How many people at the party?
Matter, Greg? You don't have a salt sponsor?
No salt. You needed more salt on my tacos. Really? I thought it was sufficiently salty.
I love that.
A lot of people take...
Wait until you taste my potatoes, man.
This segment brought to you by Rocker Spirits and Dustin Evans, Littleton, Colorado. Great distillery, great people, forged with passion. And can't thank Dustin Evans enough. Go try, if you haven't been to his distillery, go try it. On Facebook Live, you can see us sitting around stuffing our... Actually, Jim's the only one eating right now. We made all this delicious food.
With an appetite. You guys are working.
For you, Jim.
This stuff is delicious.
Is that? Yeah, is it?
Yeah, try that.
I'm excited to try that. That looks good.
Best and worst moments of 2019. A lot of people say more cowbell, which is Jay. Jay's the cowbell. He's always reprimanding me for using that reference because he's like, be careful, not many people might know that reference. I don't know anybody in the world that
doesn't know that, Jay.
I don't know if reprimanding would be the correct thing. I think in passing one time, I said, somebody may not get that.
What was your favorite moment in this past year, Jay?
It was our birthday party that we had here, the first birthday party we had, not the first birthday party for the kitchen, but the fourth birthday party of TME, but it was here.
I don't even remember it.
Gosh, yeah, we had all the people outside.
I remember it, the goods when it was
Cheeto's truck.
Yeah, Cheeto's truck was out there.
But we were all going like that in the picture.
Yeah, and there was a ton of people.
That was our anniversary.
And a lot of sponsors and a lot of folks like Jim who have just been supporters of the show and contributors to the show over the years. And it was a really special thing to look around and see everybody kind of just nothing too deep, right? Yeah. But just to look around and see everybody having a good time and talking to people and all. And then in the back of your head, it's like, we created this, from nothing. I mean, mainly Greg, and I'll get to him later. But basically from nothing, and then all of a sudden, look at how many people have new relationships of great friends, not good friends.
Are you sure it just wasn't Cheeto's delicious food?
I mean, that was part of it.
Could have a good part to do with it.
Yeah.
And the CBD.
And I was drunk.
The CBD, and we didn't like the CBD thing too much. When Cheeto put that on the truck, and that's just us talking, and that's what we're doing. But the CBD thing, because Cheeto's such a great chef, we didn't want anything to overshadow.
Yes.
It
did, though, give him a big launch, though. I will tell that. Because remember, he got a ton of publicity about it. And then he went, Cheeto went, he was already on his sort of path to the stars, but then he just, it was shot him like a rocket because
But just think, if you were to Google Biker Jim, like the first thing is probably not great, right, Jim? Or is it?
Well, I think there were acquittals. I think there were acquittals involved.
Acquittals. Oh no, there's no equivalent.
So, Greg, what was your favorite?
You know, I want to defer to you because there's so many for me, but I want to hear you guys. I've been talking a lot.
You know, the special moment for me was that campfire that we were sitting at in Paonia with Jeff Schwartz this year at the on our road trip. That was I mean, it was memorable for you for a completely different reason. You lost your toy first round out, and I'll never forget that. That was so fun.
Just drive past that. Tell
them.
Well,
you got to let somebody's listening, going like, if they don't say what the toy was, I'm going to lose my mind.
Okay, so what it was we were on our summer road trip, and it was the first place that we had sort of hunkered down for a few days, and we got this drone. We wanted to do these aerial shots of a drone.
We brand new in the box. We brought it on the trip. I'm like a little kid with Christmas. Here's the drone.
Wouldn't let anyone touch it.
My older brother Brian wanted to play with it first before me. I wasn't having it.
Oh, not at all. And it was just so funny because I kept being like, hey, man, I can help you. And he's like, no, I just can't get it up. And I took the remote from one and it went up like 3 feet and it went back down. And he's like, give me that. He takes it, shoots it straight up, and it just goes. It never came back.
So here we are in Paonia, and you know how they have kind of like those highways that just go,
yeah, right through town, and you know, but it doesn't ever not have traffic on it, right? You know,
so it's 65 each way. Anyway, this gets hemmed up in the tree line on the highway. You know, I don't know, 200 yards away,
half a mile almost.
Yeah, half a mile. Yeah. So I go over there. Brian drops me off on this freeway, highway. Yeah. I'm on the side of the highway trying to throw a stick up in the air. As traffic goes by, I jump into the road, throw the stick up in the air, and then hide in the ditch so I don't get hit. Right? I did this at least for an hour and a half. I mean, truly just a sad kid with the drone in the tree.
It was one of those
downhill
moments.
From there.
He kept screaming at me to come help him, and I'm like, I'm not getting in the damn
highway
with you.
This was his maiden flight. Rich, what was your favorite moment this year?
Mine was probably, we were doing one of the summer dinner series dinners. The place, the studio kitchen was packed. We were showing the pictures of the chef up on the screen, of the farmer and the chefs talking to all the things that we had talked about. And I'm standing back by the bathroom looking forward, just watching the room, watching you talk, Greg. And it was like all the things we talked about, I saw them actually happen. And that was really a cool moment for me. And then also just seeing all the people's faces, like, when we're putting this together, it's like, can you imagine what people are going to think when they're seeing the farmer up on the screen while they're eating the dinner?
You love that.
And you could see everybody getting it and just like, holy cow.
Yeah, so what Rich is talking about during the summer dinner series here in Studio Kitchen, Colorado, we have tables set up and we have the diners that are eating all of the sourced ingredients that we do from Road Trip. They're here enjoying that, but we throw in a different element. On the video monitors that we have in the kitchen, we did an uplink right to the farm, and we would see the farmer, the wife and the husband and the kids run. And that just blew Rich away. That's how you get connected with food. My favorite's really a highlight of a culmination of things. First of all, this kitchen thrills me. Every time I walk into it, it's like, I don't deserve it. We don't deserve it. It's a place that's just an incubator for ideas, people, recipes, community. And it's a big responsibility, really, but it's an honor and a privilege to have this, to be able to, that sense of servitude, just to have the community open it up, bring them in here and say, hey, our home is your home. That's a highlight. That's an overall highlight. But the road trip and the summer dinner series, we are, I used blessed probably too many times tonight, but we are truly blessed to have two signature events within this organization that are thriving, that people want, that they want to be connected to the agriculture in Colorado. They want to be connected to the people beyond Denver, this nucleus in Denver. And the opportunity to have chefs like Jim was a summer dinner series chef, to come in here and show off their talents and use those local ingredients and talk to people about them and connect everything together. Boom. That's what we're all about.
That was one of my favorite times as well, was going to Keegan's dinner and making fun of him for taking so long, and then me taking about 45 minutes longer to do my thing.
Jim was in slow motion. What was the line I said in here, Jim?
In my defense, that oven crapped out on me.
Did it really?
My first dish took about an extra 40 minutes to make.
Yeah.
So I still would have been keeping in time with Keegan's dinner. I don't, not fast.
So
but
what
good. Not
what
fast, but
happened
good.
with that oven, man, is that the pilot on the knob, if you turn it all the way off, which designed. I'm not an engineer. I don't make ovens for a living. However, if you could go back in time and go off turns the pilot light off, but then one click over keeps the pilot light on, but the oven will go off, and then you turn it from there to turn it on. I'm not the smartest man in the world. However, if I was in the room with that, I'd be like, Carl, great idea. I like the oven looks great and all that, but let's just go on and off. Let's not make it too complicated. That's just me.
Well, the pilot light's so easy to light, Jay. You're one of the only people in the building that can light them.
Yeah, that's a thing, too. I get phone calls, How do you light it?
Let's break, guys, and come back, and what we're going to do is favor people in Studio Kitchen and then Studio Kitchen itself. The things that we've seen, the people that we've met. I mean, one of the things that you got to understand is we have a great opportunity every single week to meet new people. To hear their stories. It's almost overwhelming to a sense. You look back on a body of work of 5 years so far with the Modern Eater. We've had thousands of interviews of people that you actually, compelling stories, and then you see them again, you're like, I'm not quite sure I know how I met you. And they're like, well, you interviewed me for a half an hour and heard my story. But so many great stories. By the way, shameless plug, themoderneater.com. 5 years worth of archived interviews, all for free. All for free for you to go back, reflect. We have a great search engine. Mm-hmm. Just go click on the search. Put in somebody's name that's here in Denver.
You'll find them.
Great interviews. It's amazing what this kitchen has done for us, going from iHeart Studios, which I love iHeart Studios. That's my home. That's my root. That's where I grew up. But to be able to have our own studio a food show that actually can show off food rather than being in the corner of the iHeart studio with a little Bunsen burner.
It was a game changer.
It was a game changer. We're going to talk about that game changer when we return right here on the Modern Eater Show, Rewind of 2019 on iHeartRadio.
Choose your Here's a clip through Cyberland.
Don't forget to check us out on Instagram and Facebook for all the fun photos and videos. Just search The Modern Eater or check out the website, themoderneater.com.
Hey, Carol, you look great. Have you changed your workout routine?
I have, Sue. I've been going to Cycle Bar at Southwest Plaza.
What's Cycle Bar?
Cycle Bar is a premium indoor cycling studio that offers the perfect opportunity for fun, fitness, and community. They have state-of-the-art bikes, complimentary shoes and towels, as well as personal performance tracking. And the instructors are really inspirational. The experience is a high-intensity, low-impact party on a bike.
Wow, that sounds a little intimidating.
Actually, you feel extremely comfortable as soon as you walk in the door. The staff is incredibly helpful, and they always encourage you to ride to your own level.
Where's the studio?
Cycle Bar is located at Southwest Plaza Mall in Littleton. It's easy to get to, and there's plenty of parking.
Is it expensive?
Not if you value your fitness. Their monthly unlimited membership provides great value.
I'd love to try it.
Well, right now, all new clients ride for 1 week for only $7. Call them at 303-928-1774.
That is a great deal. What's the number again?
303-928-1774.
Thanks, Carol. I guess I'll be seeing you at Cycle Bar Southwest Plaza.
Hey, it's Greg calling back. Anymore these days, when I go out to eat, I not only want to eat delicious food and drinks, but I also want to eat where I know my money is going to a local restaurant that I believe in. I believe in the Goods restaurant on Colfax and Mark Whistler. The Goods is a community restaurant and bar with a menu focusing on vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, and keto options. Comfort food lovers, try the best burger on planet Earth. I love it. 8 ounces of grass-fed beef and never, ever any hormones antibiotics, or steroids. The Goods is truly a cultural melting pot, a family restaurant open to all. Their bar program is amazing. Saddle up at their long, luxurious bar, have a nice craft beer or a cocktail. Like their Facebook page and stay up on amazing events and specials going on throughout the week. Located on East Colfax, directly connected to the Tattered Cover Bookstore, across from East High School with free parking in a garage in back. Look them up online, thegoodsrestaurant.com. I'll see you at the Goods.
Want to bake the best? Bake with the best. Little Rich here from Rockalitas Tortillas and the Modern Eater. Our wraps fold cold and don't break open, yet they're soft and delicious. What's my secret? Ardent Mills. Organic, ancient, and heirloom grains like quinoa, spelt, and more. Locally headquartered in Denver, Colorado, Ardent Mills provides the industry's broadest range of traditional and organic flours, whole grains, customized blends, and specialty products dedicated to providing the culinary industry with the next grains and unique plant-based ingredients. I love Ardent Mills, and I know you will too. To bake the best, you must use the best. Learn more at ardentmills.com.
Hey, brewery and restaurant owners, listen up. Do you want to save 10 to 20% on your natural gas bill? Of course you do. Saving money is making money. Your savings is just a phone call away. Call Brian Rizzuto now, 720-24...
Yeah, we got... right now. It's coming up right now.
71. It's on Core Energy.
All right, back to the show in just a minute, you guys, but it's time to talk about bread. And I don't mean just any bread. I mean Aspen Baking bread, the best bread in the city. Never any chemicals, fake colors, any of that junk. It's just good stuff. And if you're catering for your employees, run out and go to aspenbaking.com and get one of their boxed lunches. They're delicious. They've got Rome sausage in them, a few other people from around town. Local love. Hoagies, focaccias, ciabattas, baguettes, croissants, bear claws, lobster rolls, pound cakes, coffee cakes, anything you want. I wish I had used Aspen Baking in my bruschetta today, but I didn't have it, so I used something else. But don't make the same mistakes I did. Go to aspenbaking.com. One more time with the website, and then it's back to the show. It's aspenbaking.com.
Hi, Michael Myers from Distillery 291. I'll say whatever you want me to say. That'll get me in trouble. Ride it like you stole it, drink it like you own it. You're listening to The Modern Eater on iHeartRadio.
I know, kind of a great way to live, Michael Myers, Distillery 291. Ride it like you stole it, drink it like you own it, right?
He's such a great guy.
He is. Rewind 2019, looking forward to 2022. The Modern Eater at Studio Kitchen, Colorado. All the guys around, we got the lights dimmed in the background. It's quiet, it's peaceful. We're just talking. It's doing romantic. A reflection. It's romantic. So we're going to teach you how to do radio, so you bring that right up to your face there. So you can, listen.
Nice and cozy.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Hey.
That's the voice of our new intern, Kenyon George. We'll tell you about him in just a second right now. A-Plus Beverage Solutions sponsoring this segment. This is a cool thing. No, this isn't live. I'm just recognizing A-Plus Beverage Solutions. Jeff and Kristen Rourke supported the show for so long. Truly didn't have much value many years ago. And these guys, they're the best. They sincerely care about this community, family. They kind of epitomize exactly what we're trying to achieve. So, A-Plus Beverage Solutions. Kenyon George, we're talking about 2019, the kitchen, reflection. What's our favorite thing about the kitchen? I got to tell you what, one of my favorite things in this kitchen is the addition of Kenyon George to the family. Kenyon's a guy, he's an intern of Colorado Media School.
Yes, sir.
A welcome addition, hardworking guy, really has a passion for the business. Jay and I say all the time, what do you do when you want to go to a media school? Don't.
Yeah, I mean, if I could go back in time, I would have just
saved some money.
I'd have hung out outside of iHeart, and when somebody came out, I'd be like, hey, how you doing? Can I wash your car? I'd like to come in there and talk.
Getting into the business. Business I've seen change through so many of the years, and one of the things I was telling George is toughness. Got to be tough in this business. Most of the time, in any job, really, is just showing up, right? Mm-hmm. Showing up to radio, especially, it's like, if there's a snowstorm, you sleep across the street at the hotel. You got to be ready. You've got to. There's a chain of command. You got the host, the producer, the people that board op, putting it on the show. One of those links breaks down, the whole show doesn't go on, and that's not the business we're in.
Wait a minute. Does the link break down sometimes?
It does break down sometimes. We're going to talk about some of that too. Kenyon, you're a great addition to the kitchen, to the show. We've got you. I mean, seriously, you've entered the kitchen and our hearts at the same time.
Well, thank you.
Can't wait to see you grow with us.
Hey, and he makes a bad wing.
He makes a good wing.
Bad wing. I mean, bad, good, bad.
Well, it must have been the 2 hours and 45 minutes of prep time.
That and good old-fashioned
spices.
spice. Yeah, exactly.
What's your favorite moment, Mr. Freeman, in the kitchen in 2019?
In the kitchen, gosh. There's been a few. You know, we've had a lot of fun with these grills from Proud Souls. That's been a big highlight for me. Learning more on how to operate charcoal a little bit. You know, we're spoiled with gas grills at home. And I didn't like charcoal because of the time that it took, the hassle that I felt that it was. But because of Proud Souls and these two grills that they have on loan with us, I have a whole new appreciation.
On loan, they're getting them back?
You know, they might like them. They're beautiful grills. I mean, you know.
Everyone that comes in goes crazy over those grills.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's just like that Yoder. It's just that is a cool piece of equipment that I would have never wanted to go out and get until I've used it for this year. And so Proud Souls, that's been a cool moment for me here.
How about one of the moments of somebody walking into this kitchen, you're like, wow, this is going to be cool?
You know, it's hard. That's a hard thing for me because so many of my friends come on the show already. Yeah. And a lot of the people, you know, I've been in this industry for a long time, 15 years. And so a lot of the people that we work with are already, I had some, I mean, I love the Michael Myers. I mean, I just shared that. I love what he's doing. He's just a nice guy. I mean, so that was one of those wow.
So you're not ready. That's what you're saying. Which is a long time.
No. It's not that. It's really not that. I feel it. Use your term, blessed. I love it every time I come in here because.
Rich, how about you?
Yeah,
your favorite moment. Person.
Oh wow, person that came in the door.
Tell a story.
You know, there's so many because I tell you what, I've got to say a couple of them. Chris Moore is one. Danny Flanagan is one. Cheeto is one. Pearson is one. We get people come in, and the most amazing conversations are not on the table. Mm-hmm. I mean, you know, because we have created a family, we have created a community, and we tell each other when things are good, and we kind of lean on each other when things are bad. And those conversations that people feel comfortable here to come in and open up. Man, I've had a rough week. Or I'm having a bad patch here, or something's happening
It'll
there.
Change your attitude.
And we lift each other up here. And so, I mean, that happens every week.
Yeah, so you can't really delineate that.
Watching the show and coming here, two different things. Completely different things.
I think in 2020, we're going to, and as we continue to do shows throughout the year and meet new people, but I think it's important to us that we want to share this with the community.
Yes.
Have you come in, feel that. You know, we're not just pulling your leg here. Truly happens, the magic in this kitchen. Yeah. Jay, what about you, man? 2019, the kitchen.
I thought I did mine with the thing that was my.
He wants it a little bit different. What he really was asking is a person. He wants who did you have the biggest man crush or lady crush on this year?
You know, so two people popped into my head when we were having this conversation a few days ago, and one is Chef Elin Wenzel. And the other is, and the other I've only met one time, but fell in love with her. But it's Raquel Serber.
Oh, she's a sweetheart.
You know, and following her a little bit on social media, you know, and I wouldn't lie to you guys and say I reach out to her and we talk and everything like that. I don't. I just see what she does. But having a conversation with her in here and seeing how she just kind of lit up the room. You know, in just the simplest of ways, you know, not doing anything, not trying too hard, just being herself was, you know, I that brought me a lot of joy on the inside and how grateful she was to be on the show and to tell her story. And you could see it in her when she was in here, right?
Yeah.
So her, and then Elin Wenzel, he's just, you know, the nicest guy in the world. And
now you're just thinking about Showtime. Because it's not, me and you are in here just grinding it out every single day of the week. This kitchen gets tough. Yeah. There's actually bills to pay in here. Yeah. It's weird.
There's a couple of them.
There's a couple of them. And
what's so weird about that? I don't.
For me, I wanted to do a couple things just here real quick because a year ago when we got Studio Kitchen Colorado, just over a year, probably 14 months, got Studio Kitchen Colorado. It was like a new toy, but what do you really do with it? Okay, a Saturday night broadcast once a week for 2 hours. What do you do the rest of the week? Well, we have stuff to do, but wasn't essential to having a kitchen. And with what we were just talking about, there's bills to pay. Yeah, you better believe it. There's rent, there's insurance, there's internet, there's gas. You go through all the regular bills that you have. Yeah. We have them, right? So going from, the show, we pay for the show. That's our airtime. This is our airtime. Yeah. We pay for that too. Expenses. We were making a certain amount of money last year, but that money didn't account for now here's this huge new expense. Well, throughout the year, my mind's going, and I'm just a street hustler. Really, so I'm like, do we cook burgers out front to the soccer people that are across the street? Do we open this up as a speakeasy, or how do we get licensed? Should it be a restaurant? Should it not? What do we do with summer dinner series? There were so many things involved in it that it just kind of cloudy. We drilled down within a year. We're truly a studio kitchen. So as we grow, the growth will be with more shows throughout the year. Scaling the Modern Eater was a big thing to be able to do in this kitchen. Figure out procedures and processes and more spreadsheets than you could ever believe. Jay, I can't believe you didn't say that the spreadsheets were your favorite thing in Studio Kitchen Colorado this year.
They were a close second. I do love computers and spreadsheets. And I just,
How many times have you walked out of here because you wanted to kill me?
Well, how many shows have we done?
Can't count them on one hand.
How many shows? All the shows. It's a lot of work, this show.
It was very
well. There's a lot of moving parts around the show. To coordinate the people.
Yeah.
Think about that. And one of the things you said, we've met so many cool people. I would look at you, Greg, and I would say you've made so many great introductions. Is what you
hold on
what
to that.
You have
I like
done.
That the introduction thing of the networking, and I think that's huge. Yeah. Brian, that's brilliant. Why couldn't you have done your homework and had that to see? Now you have time to think about something good, but you tap dance for 2 or 3 minutes about
come on,
nothing.
No.
Nothing.
He made up for it.
It's
what I was saying
point.
Is exactly what Richie said. Is the fact that it's too hard to say for me. It's too hard to say I have one person or one thing that happened because there's so many. Like it was a whole week that we were on that road trip when you asked about one of my favorite times this year.
Wait, don't jump, because the networking thing I thought is very valuable.
Oh, I'm coming back to that. Trust me.
This turned into an incubator of people doing business with each other, too. Yeah. That was an element that the radio show, although for a while there, Richie, in the studio at iHeart, we had a lot of people in there, and the networking was kind of cool, but it just came to a whole different level when we had this kitchen.
Hey, speaking of bills, though. We got some bills to pay,
we
need to roll to a break.
Brian wants to.
Hey, just call it Brian Segway.
That's right. Chopping it up with the boys, Studio Kitchen Colorado, Greg Hollenbach, Brian Freeman, Jay Parker, Little Rich Snyder, Kenyon George, Dave Avery. He's off tonight. Wish you were here, Dave. Very important part of the kitchen. Mm-hmm. Take a break and we'll come back. We're going to talk about remote broadcast. What does it mean when we're out of the kitchen? What does it mean when we're on location? We love to be out in the community, but does it make sense? And what do these remotes look like? What was your favorite remote? Or should we just have not ever done it?
And there leads back to the introductions.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, we'll come back. It's 2019 in Rewind, and looking forward to 2020 right here on the Modern Eater Show.
Choose your path through cyber.
Don't forget to check us out on Instagram and Facebook for all the fun photos and videos. Just search The Modern Eater or check out the website, themoderneater.com.
Have you ever thought about saying goodbye to your job? Just walking into your boss and saying, I quit. And how would you like to commute to work without ever leaving your home? Well, not long ago, a 39-year-old entrepreneur from a billionaire family spent $20 million in 3 years to find the best home-based business in North America. He researched 70 different companies, and when he found the only one that had real long-term potential, he bought it. And right now, he's looking for people to help him turn this company into his next billion-dollar success story. So if you're serious about making money from home without having to leave your home, well, grab a pen. Because I'm about to give you the address of a website where you can learn all about this unique and rare opportunity. Write this down, www.goherenext.com. Now get on your computer and go to this site now. Part-time or full-time, your income is based totally on your performance. Interested? GoHereNext.com and say goodbye to your boss tomorrow. GoHereNext.com. gluten-free-things.com.
Hey, it's Greg Hollenbach for Gluten-Free Things. Are you intolerant or sensitive to gluten? Or maybe you're a gluten-free lifestyler? Is your menu limited because you've eliminated gluten from your diet? Are you missing the taste of foods that traditionally contain gluten? What if I told you that you can add breads, pizzas, muffins, cakes, cookies, waffles, croissants, English muffins, the list goes on, right back to your menu? Gluten-Free Things is a local gluten-free and vegan bakery that reintroduces you to the foods you love. Owner John Irvin believes gluten-free shouldn't taste like the box that it's packaged in. Trust me when I tell you, the products from his bakery in Arvada are fresh, flavorful, and masterly crafted, leaving you with a product that tastes like the real thing. Simply delicious. The bakery is located in Arvada on 64th and Sims across the street from Arvada West High School. Check out their website at glutenfreethings.com. You'll be amazed with the variety of gluten-free products they make. And chefs, don't leave your gluten-free restaurant guests without options. Contact John at info@glutenfreethings.com. That's info@glutenfreethings.com to see what he can do for you. Give him a shot. 11651 West 64th Avenue in Arvada. It's Gluten-Free Things.
Hey, chef friends, it's Little Rich here from Raquelitas Tortillas. Raquelitas, known for hyper-local, innovative, and healthy tortillas and chips, served by Colorado's top chefs, and that's why we only use Colorado Mills sunflower oil. If you, too, want to serve the healthiest, most vibrant-tasting foods, you must use Colorado Mills. Colorado Mills is hyper-local, Colorado-grown, cold-pressed in Lamar, Colorado. Whether you bake, fry, or saute, get your Colorado Mills today. Available through Shamrock, Growers Organic, and Dawn Foods. For the best oil in the business, use Colorado Mills.
Hey, it's Chef Elon Wenzel, owner of Element Knife Company. If you cook, then you'll know the importance of a quality knife and proper care. My training in Japan exposed me to exceptional cutlery. That's why I am so excited to offer you the knives I fell in love with. Element Knife Company is chef-driven, and my goal is to support and educate. Get at me for a knife clinic or conversation. Find me at elementknife.com or by simply calling 303-460-4628. For the best knives in your kitchen, think Element Knife Company.
Listen up, barbecue lovers. Greg Hollenbach here for Proud Souls Barbecue and Provisions. Proud Souls is Denver's authority of all things barbecue. Do you rule your neighborhood with the best backyard barbecue? From beginners to pit masters, Proud Souls has all the equipment you could possibly want. A variety of wood, pellet, and charcoal grills and smokers. Award-winning pit masters and owners of Proud Souls, Dan and Tony, have a passion for barbecue, and it shows. Located on 25th and Federal, Proud Souls retail store is bursting at the seams with your barbecuing essentials, the Spice Guy spices, and superior flavored fuels for your pit like hickory, mesquite, oak, pecan, cherry, apple, peach, maple, grape, and a variety of blends. Hit their website, ProudSoulsBBQ.com, for delicious hands-on barbecue classes and get information on current promotions and deals. For the best in barbecue, locally owned and operated on 25th and Federal, there are guys. Proud Souls Barbecue and Provisions. That's ProudSoulsBBQ.com.
Feed me now!
This is the Modern Eater Show.
That's right, boy! I'm starving!
And now it's time for In the Kitchen.
How am I supposed to keep on feeding you? Kill people?
Brought to you by Proud Souls Barbecue and Provisions. Award-winning competition cooks and purveyors of specialty barbecue supplies right here in Denver, Colorado. ProudSoulsBBQ.com.
Feed me all night long.
You just heard it. This segment is sponsored by Proud Souls Barbecue and Provisions. Great guys, Tony, Dan, the whole team, Chris. Can't forget about any single one of them. And Jeff Jabot on Facebook. First of all, streaming live on Facebook, checking in. Thank you guys. Good to see you and Happy New Year to you. The last show of 2019, last show of the decade. Locked and loaded for 21. Yes, Jeff Jabot, you introduced us to Proud Souls. I forgot who introduced us to Jeff Jabot, but that was a great introduction, too, because we love you, Jeff Jabot. 303-713-8255. If you ever wanted to get on the show, we never open up the phone lines. Jeff, if you want to talk to us and say hello, if you're out there and you got a great moment of TME 2019, call the talk line. Don back at the station. Turn the phones on. 303-713-8255, 303-713-TALK. Continuing on, Rewind to 2019. Brian's trying to get the food that he spit out of his mouth. off of his laptop right now. We're just chopping it up, having a good time.
I love you, man.
This we're doing a rewind on this last year's best remote, your most memorable remote broadcast. Sometimes it's hard to do a remote broadcast that means that we're out of the kitchen. We love to be in the kitchen because we're networking with a lot of new people, and they're getting to network as well. But when we go on remote, it means a lot of stuff. It means taking all. Jay, do you like packing up all that equipment?
Man, I don't know how to do this PG-13 about. It's tough. It's a lot of work. I mean, this show is a lot of work. And so if you're somebody on the outside looking in and you've been in here and you've seen all this, so just picture, that all of this stuff, even a TV,
goes into a crate.
don't let them be hung up on the wall ceiling fool you. Even one of those gets packed into the Super Kia. And we transport all this stuff.
Brian, he's so cranky and he's so edgy and he's unsure of himself and he doesn't know if the show's going to get on right and he won't talk to us.
Well, the good thing is, he cares.
Am I wrong?
That's where I would go with all of that.
There's a lot of truth to that. I mean, that's about 90%.
My favorite remote this year was Bin 707 and Josh Nurnberg in Grand Junction. So much fun, delicious food. I love everything that Josh is doing. Beat that one, Brian.
Oh, I totally will. I thought our best remote this year, or my funnest,
Are you going to say Liberati?
No. I'm going to go to the Great American Beer Festival. I had a really nice time at the Great American Beer Festival. That was the first time.
We didn't do a remote.
Well, I mean, technically we did a broadcast.
Don't you remember?
We did a broadcast.
We did a broadcast.
It wasn't on iHeart. It was a Facebook production. So he's got an asterisk.
Oh, when we were walking around the Great American Beer Festival.
Great American Beer Festival.
Yeah,
for me, it was there or the Colorado Restaurant Association show. I really felt that booth that we set up this year and doing interviews of people at the show.
I agree.
That was pretty powerful when we're talking about introduction.
Those are optimal remotes for us because that's not on Saturday show day where it takes so much away. And that's where Little Rich, you got to admit, a lot of times you're like, do we need to do that?
Oh, yeah. And I'm not a big, I got to say, I'm not a big fan of the remotes. Simply because, now, if we were at iHeart and we were sitting around a table, a remote is probably a better situation for introducing and all that stuff.
You're right.
But we've got a cool thing here. We've got a great thing here. And I think we are at our best when we're here. And when we're doing a remote, we can't do as much as we can for all of our sponsors, for all of our guests. And so I'm that grouchy guy like this.
No, I don't think you're. And let's not forget, it costs a lot of money to do a remote.
Oh, yeah. Well, and then we're fighting with Wi-Fi, electrical connections.
A lot can go wrong.
Yes.
If it can go wrong,
it certainly does that.
It's in a remote. Yeah. Okay, 2019 Rewind. This is so much fun. This is just us hanging. We don't ever get a chance to do this.
No.
We really don't. We can say whatever we want to.
And like you said, it's amazing how fast the time is going by because we're just at the top of the hour.
It totally is. What's 7 o'clock? What do we want to talk about, guys? Road trip and summer dinner series. We're going to talk about, you guys, we've got video. We're going to run it for you on our Facebook Live. Road trip and summer dinner series have really, truly turned into highlights of not only TME, but my life. I can't wait. Springtime is full season for me. We'll talk about 2019 Rewind of Road Trip and Summer Dinner Series, and then a look ahead. We'll catch you on the other side of this break right here from Studio Kitchen, Colorado on the Modern Eater Show on iHeartRadio.
Americans are always on the move. They're in the car, at the working around the house. Americans refuse to sit still. So how do you connect with all of these moving targets? Easy. With radio. Radio reaches 93% of Americans every week. More than Google, Facebook, even television. Because, hey, who has the time to sit and watch TV? So when you want to connect with all those constantly moving adults, teens, and millennials, get to iHeartMedia.com and put AM/FM radio to work for your company.
Drain problems are worrisome. How much to clear? What's wrong with it? How much cost? Now get peace of mind with Plumbline Plumbing, because they guarantee to clear your drain for $93 or the call is free. 93 are free, and for more than just clearing. If Plumbline feels their
they're open.
Inspection.
You're welcome.
That values excellence, ethics, character, faith, stewardship, and leadership in the industry. Plumline Plumbing, 93 or free.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Ross Kaminsky in the morning and Dan Kaplis in the afternoon. 630 KHOW, Denver.
ABC News, I'm Dave Schreiber. There are travel problems across the U.S. because of winter weather. A warning not to drive because of ice in Minnesota. Travel is a challenge in other places.
Out west, drivers stranded for hours. Southern California pounded with heavy rain and snow, at one point forcing parts of 2 interstates to shut down. Airlines already bracing for the impact on flights, Delta and United issuing travel waivers in Minneapolis and Denver. And at D.C.'s Reagan National Airport, some travelers refusing to take any chances.
We got here about 1. Yeah, 1. And our flight is leaving at 10:20.
From veteran travelers to first-timers, many trying their best to be as prepared as possible.
ABC's Mona Kosar Abdi at Reagan National Airport in Washington, D.C. President Trump retweeted, then deleted a post that included the alleged name of the anonymous whistleblower in his impeachment. This is ABC News. Wedding bells among the jelly sticks. ABC's Chuck Sievertson.
Valerie Sneed and Jason Roy, meeting at a local Dunkin' Donuts in Worcester, Massachusetts back in 1992, had a conversation about their future. They stepped back from their relationship. They married other people. Both later divorced. When Roy learned Sneed was performing a Valentine's Day-themed musical review in Worcester last year, he showed up and sat in the front row. Things happened, and where do you think they just got married? Where the coffee was hot and donuts were fresh at that same shop. Chuck Sievertson, ABC News.
About 1,000 people showed up for the final plunge for Pete at Good Harbor Beach in Gloucester on Saturday. More than half of those braved the frigid waters in what would have been his 35th birthday. New York City's annual homicide total has surpassed 300 for the first time since 2016. It appears to be fueled by pockets of gang violence. Dave Schreiber, ABC News.
At Capital One, you can open a new savings account in about 5 minutes and earn 5 times the national average. Banking with Capital One means 5 times the savings to help pay for your perfect honeymoon.
Not a fan of...
Or 5 times the savings toward your family's perfect vacation.
Big fan of water rides.
It's time to help make your savings goals come true. This is Banking Reimagined. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Rate comparison based on FDIC national rate. Capital One NA member FDIC.
There's nothing like meeting face-to-face, and there's nothing like Zoom to make that happen. Zoom lets you connect and do business across town or around the world. Zoom ties together all of your communication needs into one easy platform for video conferencing, phone calls, group chat, webinars, and your conference rooms. Connect easily from anywhere, your mobile phone, your laptop, or conference room. Zoom is how business gets done. Get your free account at Zoom.com today. Meet happy with Zoom.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
Now, impact traffic.
Looking around your Denver Drive right now, an accident I-25 southbound approaching Bellevue with no backup reported. Also, I-70 eastbound is clear, and no incidents have been noted there as well. Also, E-470 showing a lot of congestion on the roadway, but no incidents to report. The continuing closure of eastbound, westbound I-70 is due to the diverse conditions that continue to be in effect between US 36 at Rose Avenue. There's no estimated time for that road to reopen. Westbound's closed from Goodland, Kansas to Denver due to adverse conditions. The weather forecast. Today you had seen a high of some, consistent snowfall. Bundle up tonight. It'll get down to a chilly 20 degrees. Right now, it's 21 degrees. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Rudy Reyes on 630 KHOW.
This report is sponsored by Credit Karma. Get your truly free credit scores and free credit monitoring from Credit Karma today. Download the Credit Karma app now. Credit Karma. Here's to progress.
Music history lives on Access TV. Celebrate with the best live concerts, in-depth interviews, and documentary series. Discover the unknown stories of artists like Keith Urban and David Byrne. In conversation with Dan Rather. Hit the road with Sammy Hagar. Watch bands like Def Leppard and Bad Company light up the stage. Share punk rock stories with Patti Smith. Get behind the scenes with in-depth studio exposés, including Metallica's Black Album. It's all on the Access TV channel, found on your local cable or satellite provider.
If you're looking for a great-paying part-time job with flexible hours, check out 2020 Census Jobs. You may have another job, or not. You may even be retired or looking for some extra income. but you can also help make sure that everyone gets counted. So apply today at 2020census.gov/jobs to help strengthen your community.
Hey, Carol, you look great. Have you changed your workout routine?
I have, Sue. I've been going to Cycle Bar at Southwest Plaza.
What's Cycle Bar?
Cycle Bar is a premium indoor cycling studio that offers the perfect opportunity for fun, fitness, and community. They have state-of-the-art bikes, complimentary shoes and towels, as well as personal performance tracking. And the instructors are really inspirational. The experience is a high-intensity, low-impact party on a bike.
Wow, that sounds a little intimidating.
Actually, you feel extremely comfortable as soon as you walk in the door. The staff is incredibly helpful, and they always encourage you to ride to your own level.
Where's the studio?
Cycle Bar is located at Southwest Plaza Mall in Littleton. It's easy to get to, and there's plenty of parking.
Is it expensive?
Not if you value your fitness. Their monthly unlimited membership provides great value.
I'd love to try it.
Well, right now, all new clients ride for 1 week for only $7. Call them at 303-928-1774.
That is a great deal. What's the number again?
303-928-1774.
Thanks, Carol. I guess I'll be seeing you at Cycle Bar Southwest Plaza.
Denver's talk station. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app.
Now #1 for podcasting.
630 KHOW, an iHeartRadio station.
The following is a paid advertisement. The opinions, viewpoints, and promises made during the following program are not those of KHOW, its staff, management, or parent company, iHeartMedia Incorporated.
How about a bite to eat? It's time for the second course, hour number 2 of The Modern Eater.
What are you hungry for?
Here's to a meal we're all here for.
Delicious and tasty.
Now we're getting to the good stuff. With your hosts, Greg Hollenbeck, Jay Parker, and Brian Freeman.
Woo! Yeah! Hot in here. Smoking. Hot in here right now at the Modern Eater Show 2019 in Rewind. It's the second hour. Thank you so much. Last show of the decade. Last show of the year. 2020 upon us.
Where did it go?
I know.
This year went so fast.
This segment brought to you by Gluten Free Things and glutenfreethings.com. Thank you, John Irvin. The development with this gentleman, his business, and his future is so bright. Wow, those affiliations are so cool. We love you, John Irvin, and let's continue together and thrive in 2019. Got some cool stuff for you in this hour as we look back and look forward. We're going to talk in the next couple of segments about Road Trip 2020, about what happens after we go get all those goodies, those delicious ingredients, and then the Summer Dinner Series. Greg Hollenbeck, Brian Freeman, Jay Parker, Little Rich Schneider, Kenyon George, the intern. You won't be called the intern after a couple more months, but right now you're the intern. We met you at a remote, though.
That's right. I met you guys at the Rocker Spirits remote. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and that remote was, here comes this guy, he comes out of the blue and he says, I'm a broadcasting student. I heard you guys were out here. How cool is this? I don't know, a week later he was in the kitchen with us and starting to intern. He's brought so much to the show already. Those cool thumbnails on our YouTube channel, which you need to go subscribe. We never promote the YouTube channel. It's a shame. We should.
There's a lot
so much content on the YouTube channel. Subscribe. Be our 48th subscriber on the YouTube channel. We don't hit it, and we should, because I'm proud of it.
Yeah,
and you're doing a great job curating that. And Jay Parker, all the content that we're loading up on a weekly basis now is a lot, and it's good, and it's consumable. I know the show's 2 hours, but we're breaking it down into segments and interviews, and even the Little Rich Corner, which I've been so happy to see develop.
That's been fun over in the corner.
The Little Rich Corner. All right.
You never thought that when you were a little kid, though.
I know. It meant I did something bad.
It named
where
itself.
He owned it.
Yeah. It named itself in the Little Rich Corner. If you're summoned into the Little Rich Corner, it's okay. Everything's on video.
It's kind of like sitting on the chair next to Johnny.
That's right. One of the things, and you mentioned rocker and doing remotes, you already know are hard, but then when they're all booze-centric, what do you do? It's like food and beverage, and then beverage and booze. And, we love our libations, and we like the beer, but there's an aspect of, we're running a business. It was funny because I reached out to Mark Antonation, I don't know, about two months ago, and I said, hey, man, will you give us a little testimonial? And he was like, sure. So he fires back something funny. His funny thing was, you and Brian sure know how to put down tequila, right? obviously he looks at it a little bit, and it's sampling. But Rich and I, we have the conversations and like, well, what's our line and this,
we have rules around it though. We have rules around it. Remember, there was a long time we didn't no beverages before the first half until we got into booze in the booze in the news. But it's hard, like you said. We are in the entertainment business that we specifically follow good restaurants and restaurants, breweries, distilleries, and farms and producers.
So we're very classy. We taste.
Yeah. Well,
we're tasters.
Yeah. Well,
sometimes we taste a lot, though, Rich.
Well, you can't deny that in our industry, a successful restaurant must have a compelling bar program.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It adds to the longevity.
But do you want your bartenders drunk?
Exactly.
Yeah, don't get high on your own supply.
Exactly.
Basically type of thing. So we've had a lot, just so you know, we've had a lot of conversation in the kitchen with that. And you probably just before the break say, oh, I heard all of that, but I just saw you put down some little samples of tequila here. Here's the reason why. We're celebrating. It's been a year. And let it be known, Jay, how many years you've been sober?
3. It's over 3 now.
That's right. Little Rich, you don't really even care for booze. It's just not on your agenda.
It doesn't.
No, you had your days with them.
Yeah.
You're dancing with something different now.
Decades
which is called
ago.
Cash. Straight hard cash. Brian, it's been, you are working off a hangover. As we joke, and that's really this industry.
Well, it's interesting though because it's the industry and it's about the amount of work. It's one of those things you've always heard those old sayings: you work hard, you play hard. I don't necessarily 100% agree with that. I feel that as we get older and we become more mature, it's interesting. I've got a teenager, and I listen to the way he talks about it, and it really scares me. Because I look at it, and we have a pretty, my girlfriend lived in Europe for 20 years, and so both of her boys were born there. European laws around booze are way, way different, and the respect around it.
Yeah.
And so I think it's something that's we're in this industry where it's this thread, but also we work hard, and is it something to take off the steam? I don't. Some people exercise. Some people, I know my girlfriend's one of them. She'll spend, an hour on the treadmill because she's just like, I'm trying to get stuff out of my head. And I love that, and
so here's
it's
a moment
a tough
that
moment,
you will rarely see. Little Rich is going to enjoy a celebratory little drink of tequila with us. Jay's got his camera.
Hold on.
Oh, my God. Hang on. All right.
Okay.
And this is cheers to you and everybody else here. And the Modern Eater, we appreciate you so much. So,
cheers.
Little Rich, get this. This is going to be our meme for the year.
It could be till next year.
Well, here's the sad thing.
I know. It could be till next year. And with you, it probably will.
Probably.
How'd that go down, though? That was tasty, though, wasn't it?
It's like mother's milk.
Smooth.
Well, to me, it's one of the sad things that we don't have. We all love Sean Smiley, State 38. He makes an agave.
Yeah.
But there's nothing like a really good tequila.
Ooh, that was delicious.
And I feel like Cheeto is that guy that really pushed me. This is a little over a year ago.
Correction, yeah. Herradura, his is.
Yeah, his is Herradura, and he went out and he got to see the plant where they're making it. And it's sad, though. We don't make it in Colorado. And so it's hard for me because I feel like I really support. Seriously, when I go out to the grocery store, when I shop, I'm always saying, how can I buy local? I'm on this mission because I've realized that if we spend 25% of our total spend on local products and we keep that money here.
67 cents.
Well, it is. There's that part of it that it adds 67 cents to our own economy. But this whole thing of we will have a major shift in our food supply, in our food system, if we could all go out there and spend 25%. And that's not a lot.
It isn't. And it should be mandatory, actually.
I'm talking, and so, people, I hope, and Rich, you're going to be at the conference, the Food and Ag conference here in January 7th, right? It's coming up at the National Western Stock Show. I'm going to be speaking at that, but one of the big things is hyper-local. And why I think we gravitated to each other the way we did, all of us, because what it is, with
that belief.
Yeah, what you do and what you've always done with your products at Rockalitas. Greg.
You know who turned me on to the term hyper-local?
Who's that?
This gentleman right here, Little Rich Snyder.
Little Rich Snyder.
It was at a President's Award dinner. Joan Brewster brings over Little Rich Snyder. I think I called you a different name too.
Probably.
Yeah, like Little Bob or something. I didn't know you from anybody at all. Just this guy comes over, sits down. I think we were doing just a podcast, and I don't even think it was video at that time. We've been trying to find the audio from that. Little Rich sat down and he talked about his hyperlocal ethos, and it resonated with me so much. Actually, that was about the time when I did the rebranding of the Modern Eater to completely hyperlocal.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, thank you, Rich.
Yeah, I've got a picture of when I was sitting at the table before we started talking.
Yeah. Luckily, you have a vested interest in that now, and you don't have to sue us. You'd be suing yourself, which I appreciate that. It's 7:15 in the Mile High City. This is probably – I love these types of shows because we don't have an opportunity to do this. Just talk amongst each other and what this means to us. And I think there's some cool stories that comes out of this. Road Trip and Summer Dinner Series. You want to call the show, you don't ever get to talk to us. 713-8255, 303-713-TALK. Give us a call. We'll put you on the air. No wait at all. We are going to take a break now. Hear from our sponsors. Our sponsors, Rich, we curate these guys.
Oh, we make sure that they are what they say they are. Absolutely we do. And you know what? We haven't sold our soul that we don't have to take anyone that we don't want to take. We truly believe in them. If you hear their message here, we believe in them. Heart and soul.
A lot of effort into it. Listen to these sponsors. Do business with them if you can. We'd appreciate it. Looking forward to 2020. Did you know this, Brian? I like numbers so much. Summer solstice, right? This is going to be a big party in Paonia. It's in the middle of the road trip. Guess what the date of the summer solstice is?
6/20.
6/20/2020.
Oh.
6/20/2020. You take 20/20/20, add that up, that's 60. Take the 6, I don't know, it all just makes sense to me. But 6/20/2020 is going to be a big day for the Modern Eater. We'll tell you why coming up next right here on the Modern Eater Show on iHeartRadio.
You guys are clear. Oh, that Chef Gabaka is on the line.
And Facebook for all the fun photos and videos. Just search The Modern Eater or check out the website, themoderneater.com.
Have you ever thought about saying goodbye to your job? Just walking into your boss and saying, I quit. And how would you like to commute to work without ever leaving your home? Well, not long ago, a 39-year-old entrepreneur from a billionaire family spent $20 million in 3 years to find the best home-based business in North America. He researched 70 different companies, and when he found the only one that had real long-term potential, he bought it. And right now, he's looking for people to help him turn this company into his next billion-dollar success story. So if you're serious about making money from home without having to leave your home, well, grab a pen. Because I'm about to give you the address of a website where you can learn all about this unique and rare opportunity. Write this down, www.goherenext.com. Now get on your computer and go to this site now. Part-time or full-time, your income is based totally on your performance. Interested? GoHereNext.com and say goodbye to your boss tomorrow. GoHereNext.com.
Hey, brewery and restaurant owners, listen up. Do you want to save 10 to 20% on your natural gas bill? Of course you do. Saving money is making money. Your savings is just a phone call away. Call Brian Rizzuto now, 720-245-5771. 720-245-5771. It's Encore Energy.
Rocker Spirits. It's a distillery. It's a place to hang. It's about quality. It's about taste. It's about passion. Infused with American spirit. Rocker whiskey, rocker rum, rocker vodka. Get ready for an original look, feel, and experience. Old Town Littleton. And if you get hungry while you're sipping on some drinks, they've got the best food truck line in town. Open Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays.
We got
Spirits.com. Rockerspirits.com.
What do you get when you have two women who love to play with corn? A unique craft distillery, of course. Let me explain. Hi, my name is Alex Tudor. My mom and I own Meridian Spirits, located right here in Colorado.
30 seconds till I read.
You've seen our award-winning Coop Gin and Coop Vodka on the shelves at many fine local retail locations. Here's our mission. My mom and I believe that family is important, and our business is a reflection of that. When you taste our delicious and locally crafted spirits in a cocktail or by themselves, you'll taste our passion for what we do. Here are
10 seconds till I read.
Watch our progress this year on the Modern Eater. We love to share because everything's more fun with friends. Next time you choose a vodka or gin, consider us, Meridian Spirits.
Back to the show in just a second, but before we do that, it's bread time, and it's Aspen baking bread time.
Can you hollow out a big loaf of bread and I'll lay in it at night because I really love bread.
Let's ask our friends.
Like a Greg bread boat.
Greg bread boat? Yeah, we can do that.
No,
I mean, I don't know, what their
that.
oven capabilities are as far as loaves go.
What are you trying to say?
Hansel and Gretel.
Listen, man, in the world
I need cycle bar.
In the world of bread pans, I don't know if you'll fit. That's all. I don't think that's terrible.
Can you get on with your life?
AspenBaking.com. Hoagies, focaccias, ciabattas, baguettes, croissants, bear claws, lobster rolls, pound cakes, coffee cakes. The list goes on and on. But you know what doesn't go on and on are preservatives and artificial colors and chemicals and any of that stuff. They say, we don't like it, and neither do you. Hashtag, how's your Aspen? It's AspenBaking.com.
I wonder if anybody ever uses that.
The hashtag?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We should. Do you use it?
No.
Oh, that's great.
Well,
put it in your copy, but I don't use it.
Well,
all right, a little peek into the Modern Eater show. Bring it on back in.
Yeah, but the cool thing, they do box lunches, man. Because I like their box lunches.
Beat Jay up about everything he does. I don't even load a commercial the right way, But hey.
You look good, though, man. I'll tell you. You got that
I don't even look good.
You've got a beanie, and that looks good, man.
Don, back to the show.
Right, back to the show, AspenBaking.com.
Yo, what's up? This is Justin Brunson, Ultra Meat and Cheese in Denver Central Market. I'm a meat guy. And you're listening to the Modern Eater Show on iHeartRadio.
Loving some Justin Brunson. Wow. Just because the kitchen was a big help to bring Justin really close to us this year. And he did such great work on the Proud Souls.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Just came in here and used that Yoder smoker.
Well, he ended up getting one for his own house.
He really did. You just heard the commercial. New sponsor, Meridium Spirits, right?
Yep.
That the little inside joke is, so we've got 2 hours to be able to put commercials. Longtime sponsor, Spirits Company, Rocker Spirits, right? Where would the natural place to be Meridium Spirits, the new spirits company? Oh, right next to Rocker. I mean, it seems logical to me.
Well, that break had the least amount of commercials, and going off of the list that you put together, it wasn't listed on where it should be, so I just took the liberty of putting it in the break that has the fewest commercials.
That's what you're getting tonight, 2019. It's raw. It's a rewind. We're talking about
getting a little raw dog here on the Modern Eater.
I don't know why you had to say that, but yes, we are doing a
I don't
rewind.
know why you had to say in the last segment that you'd get fired for that. That'd be something you would do another time. Be like, hey, listen, don't put it next to the Rocker because they're both distilleries.
Jay is so sick.
I love these girls.
This is our week, all week long. That's our week. I think
you're just trying to wrap the year up. You're right.
303-713-8255 if you want to talk to us. Jeff Chabot, I think he's online. Let's talk to Jeff right here on the Modern Eater Show. Jeff, are you there?
I'm here. What's going on, guys?
Well, nothing. Just hanging out, listening to you.
I see. You're eating a bunch of food, though. It looks good.
Yes, we made all this food, Chef.
Yep, this was our night to shine.
I did the tacos. Brian did the potatoes. Jay did the how's it properly pronounced? Bruschetta or bruschetta?
Bruschetta.
Bruschetta. All right.
Depends on who you're talking to.
Kenyon George, the intern, did some delicious chicken wings, and Little Rich Snyder did what Little Rich does. Guess what that is, Jeff?
I'm guessing a tostada.
How about guess that he went and picked up his favorite dessert, laid a $20 bill on the counter and said, hook me up.
I was going to say takeout. I should have said that.
This is the voice of Jeff Chabot. He's a great chef. We've known him for quite some time. He means so much to the Modern Eater Show. He's a friend. He's a chef. He's a part of this community. But now he's back in New York City.
The Big Apple.
Yeah.
How you liking it out there, Jeff?
Yep. Back playing in the city again. It's good. I love it out here. I missed it every day when I was back in Colorado, so it's good to be invited back to play in the city. I'm running 2 restaurants here in Manhattan. So.
Oh, man.
Where are you at? What restaurants?
Staying busy. So it's a company called
D's?
the Ainsworth.
Oh, sorry.
I run the one down in the East Village.
Say it again,
Yeah,
Jeff.
exactly. I haven't even seen one of those. I know.
Say it
It's called
again,
the
Jeff.
Ainsworth, and so I'm running one. The Ainsworth. I'm running the one down in the East Village, and there's also one in Hell's Kitchen.
Nice.
Yeah,
The
the
Ainsworth.
clown.
What's the cuisine?
Yeah. It's an upscale sports bar, so American food, but it's got a lot of, I put Korean wings on the menu. There's a bunch of cool stuff happening. So.
Well, you're barbecue by nature,
a little bit
right?
of barbecue. I'm naughty by nature, but I definitely am putting a little barbecue flair out there.
Hey, did you take your smoker wagon with you, or is that still floating around Colorado?
I did take it.
You did take it. Are they impressed with it out there? How much does parking for that thing cost in the city?
It's next to Seinfeld's cars.
Luckily, I have friends, so it's parked for free in Jersey.
Nice.
Okay, Jeff. Chef, you called for a reason. We already covered that you introduced us to Proud Souls. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We covered that. But you called to say something nice about TME in the show, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to wish you guys a happy New Year. I'm excited to see what you do next year. I also called to say that it was just an honor having my son cook with me on your show numerous times. So that was one of my favorite moments, was being able to be on your show, cook great food, and have my son right next to me, knife in hand, taking care of business.
Wow.
Yeah, and your son is one heck of a chef.
He's an up-and-comer.
He's a musician, correct?
He's
a guitar player.
Yeah, I was going to say the cat can play the guitar, too.
Yeah.
You say cat when you talk music. You know?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not a musician, so.
Yeah, can I get some dating tips from you, too, Jay, while you're at that?
He's actually here with me in New York right now. He came out for the holidays. So.
Nice.
Well,
Good
he
job.
probably saw stuff he will never forget this holiday season with his old man. How old is he these days? Like 15?
17.
Wow. Growing up, man.
17, yeah.
Hey, that's a cool
He's
moment,
floating around
man.
the city. Here, hold on. He's going to say hi real quick. So good.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, Greg? Thanks.
Jack Chabot. There he is. Jack.
Hey, Jack.
Great to hear from you and your pop.
How are we all doing? Yeah.
Doing good. Yeah, sorry to wake you up.
Fun here.
Sorry to wake you up.
It's actually just my voice, yeah.
No, I get you, man. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year. Looking forward to good stuff out of you. Enjoy your time there in New York, and get back here and start cooking.
I will.
Okay, buddy. All right, there he is. Thank you. Don, there you go. Get rid of that guy right there. Jeff Chabot. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Summer Dinner Series Road Trip. Let's do round robin. I know we're up against the break, but I want to get this in, and I think we'll extend it a little bit. As far as road trip goes to me, it's okay. A couple years ago, I came up with an idea.
Oh, it was my idea.
Oh, man, Brian.
It was totally my idea. When I poo-pooed him down because I thought about it, and I'm like, my farmer buddies don't have time for that, dude.
Wait, sometimes I have ideas. Sometimes they're great. Sometimes not so great. Jay, that one idea that I had, that I wanted to sleep with the homeless people down under the bridge for a week. I thought that was a good idea. He was like, I'm not risking my life. Yeah,
what could go wrong?
What could go wrong?
Well, I mean, that wasn't a good one. I mean, we'll never know. We didn't do it. Maybe it would have been a great idea.
But Jay, do you have some better ones that you can tell?
No, hey, listen.
Jay says to me, you have a lot of great ideas. This isn't one of them. This is just, and I can't stand. And the number one reason why is because I want to continue to live, and I'm not sure that that's probably the way to continue.
Sleeping under the bridge.
I mean, like needles and dirty. It's just that's not food and beverage. We'll be okay without that part. If we'll get a documentary going or something, if we have to research that stuff. But that living under a bridge, I mean, it's just not for me.
So here's road trip. 8 days, right? We're on the road. Sometimes, I think 8 to 9 days is what we do. It somehow we
probably feels like a month.
Figure out. No, to me it feels like a short time. It's the highlight of my whole year, guys. It really is. I love it
because
so much.
We are trapped in a car with him.
Yeah, Brian drives. Jay doesn't talk. He's in the back seat, acting like he's doing social media. He's snapping somebody.
Yeah. I mean, I'm doing nothing. I don't do anything.
Rich is at home just texting and little Rich sends people out to be like, okay, check on them. Make sure they're okay. Yeah. Come back.
I didn't get a receipt for that. Where did they?
Exactly. Where'd these sunglasses come from? that a business expense? We haven't talked about that.
Oh, no. And if you're in the car, you're like, and who is this girl you want to bring from Sunglass Hut to lunch? What is...
That's Jay. Road trip's a blast. And truly, as we go and explore Colorado agriculture, I never knew that it would have the effect on the regions that we went to. They're so under-highlighted. Nobody really cares.
Yeah, you shine a light on them, truly, on what they do.
And they embrace it. And they, we're at one farm, and then they're like, oh, well, you got to see Jan and Bob down the street. We go see Jan and Bob, and we put them on video, and it's like, we're showing up. It's like we're aliens. We drop down in their yard, and here's Jay is with this freaky backpack, which I want to talk about, by the way, Jay. That backpack that you wore last year with that 200-pound battery that we got from REI, so we had some juice in the field. You lugged that around religiously.
I'm 43. At the time, I was 42. Those are basically the same thing, right? 42 and 43. Close. And I'll say this, man, life is a lot different at 42 and 43 when every day, just for 8 days or however long it is. I think it's 8 months, I think is how long our road trip is. That's how
8 months, yeah.
Mentally it breaks down in my head, It's tough carrying around that stuff and jumping up onto a truck.
You know what's funny is you lost 50 pounds, right? You probably added 50 pounds for that backpack.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
At least.
Can you imagine that's the weight that you carried around on a daily
that dude
basis?
I liked that dude. That dude had a lot of fun.
He had weak knees, though, bro.
He did. Well, you know what's funny is at the time of when I was heavier, ironically, I was in better shape. Like the last couple years have been rough on me, and I think it has to do with moving kegs. It's not, it's everything, right? It's just life. But, when I was, I call him Fat Jay because he was Fat Jay. You shouldn't be, you shouldn't be 235, 240, and 5'10" unless you're playing football. That's how that's how you figure those things out. And Madden, 2019 doesn't count, I lost weight, and here I am. Thanks.
Well, ending on a high note there.
I'm
not feeling depressed or anything about that story.
You want to get...
Thanks for being a ray of sunshine for me tonight there, Jay.
Hold on. You want to get into my depression, we need another segment for that.
And we have two more, which we would love to designate. Two of those. Road trip is going to be great this year. I said 6/20/2020. That's summer solstice. Last year we had Ryan Evans from Brews Beers. He met us on the side of the road somewhere right by the sand dunes. It was the most bizarre thing you've ever seen in your life, but there he is, Ryan Evans from Brews Beers. We meet up with him. We convince him to go to Durango with us. I don't know how he met Dave Thibodeau. They hit it off. The whole road.
He slept in Dave's house.
He slept in Dave's house.
Yeah. We all went out. Had
remember
a good
when we
time?
got hit with that $500 bill for the meal? That was great.
I do remember that one.
That happens from time to time.
And we got it. So, and thank you, Colorado Mills, for the great donation before the road trip. It came in handy.
Yeah, absolutely.
For those types of things. This year's road trip, 6/20/2020, will be in Paonia, Colorado. You're going to be invited. Keep tuned to the Modern Eater Show. Find out all the great events because we're going to be launching one of the hottest dinner series that Colorado's ever seen this year.
Well, there's going to be a lot more new
Let's
things
go
this
through
year.
the chefs that we had for the past 2 years. So this will be year number 3.
Mm-hmm.
We'll probably launch the tickets in March.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, instead of, how I usually do it.
The week before?
Week?
The day of.
The day of. And seemingly very successful so far. So I can't wait to see
Well, I
what a
think this
little
year
organization.
we might be sold out.
Let's
to be honest, I think that there was a good chance this year every dinner is sold out before the series starts. No, we sold out most
5 of
dinners.
8.
Last year, but that was coming the week up. Yeah. I think this year, because all the people that came last year, everyone who has been to this kitchen has said, hands down, I will come as long as you guys do this. Will you do it all winter long? And that's the whole thing we've talked about because we're not a restaurant. We're not, in that we don't strive to be a restaurant. But, again, we need
It's important to the equation.
Yeah.
To bring folks in that listen to the Modern Eater, love the agriculture, love the food, love the sourcing. Come in, try the ingredients.
Oh, yeah,
See the
just
chef.
listeners.
Touch. It's the touch value.
Well, the introductions, though, that are made. I mean, think of how many companies have met each other in this studio and have started doing business together because they met right
They
here.
collaborate out of.
Speaking of business, what do we have to do right now, Brian?
We got to pay some bills with some sponsors ads and let iHeart pave the way.
That's right. Okay, we'll break off here. 2 more segments. I could do this for 4 hours. This is truly probably one of the most joyful shows for me. It's like a big, deep breath at the end of the year. Because I'll tell you what, all the stuff in 2019, I'm washing it down the road.
Well, you have to. It's in our past, man.
2020 on the way. Just like another segment of the Modern Eater Show.
Vision.
That's right. Vision.
Never let the past hold you back.
Be back in a flash.
Choose your path through Cyberland.
Don't forget to check us out on Instagram and Facebook for all the fun photos and videos. Just search The Modern Eater or check out the website, themoderneater.com.
Put the finishing touches on your home this holiday season and all year round with brand new window treatments from Blinds.com. From cellular shades, wood blinds, Roman shades, and more. Go to Blinds.com now through December 29th and save up to 40% off everything. Plus, get an extra $20 off with promo code LIGHT. That's up to 40% off everything. Plus, get an extra $20 off with promo code LIGHT. Blinds.com, promo code LIGHT. Rules and restrictions may apply.
When you're diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, a million questions flood your mind.
How can this be happening?
Am I going to be able to work?
What's a subtype? What do I do now?
We know.
We went through it too. But once you start to understand your options,
You can partner with your doctor
and find ways to face MBC on your own terms. Visit findyourmbcvoice.com and learn how to speak up and have a more informed conversation with your doctor.
Some questions have answers.
Visit findyourmbcvoice.com to find some of yours.
Hey guys, Chris Johnson here, owner of Rome Sausage, your hyper-local source for all things sausage awesomeness. My family is proud to carry on the fine traditions of Rome's founder, Jerry Rome, by producing a variety of amazing sausage in small batches with an eye on quality, not quantity. Every batch is made here in the great state of Colorado by hand mixing spices, utilizing lean cuts of pork to make an outstanding product. Sourcing ingredients and materials locally, we are committed to supporting local vendors, chefs, restaurants, and the entire Colorado food scene. Getting hungry yet? Brats, Italian, breakfast, hot Polish, green chili, chicken apple, and the world's best chorizo. You can source all of our sausage through a variety of food service distributors. If your distributor doesn't carry it, call us. We'll come direct. You want a custom item? We'll do that too. Samples, and of course, sausage jokes, can be had by contacting me directly at chris@romesausage.com or by phone at 303-296-7663. The Modern Eater loves Rome sausage, and I know you will too.
Wear black and eat spices. Hey, Modern Eater listeners, this is Zach from The Spice Guy, Colorado's favorite spice company. Spice is the variety of life. At The Spice Guy, we have a passion for sourcing the best ingredients from the best farmers all over the world. Choose from thousands of different GMO-free spices and ingredients, or let us create and blend custom flavor profiles for whatever style of food it is that you're working with. With over 1,000 restaurants, food brands, and chefs behind us, you can't go wrong when you choose The Spice Guy for all your spice needs. The Spice Guy.
Spicy.
Born in Breck, raised in Denver.
TheSpiceGuyCo.com.
Hey guys, how many seats do you have at the restaurant?
Souls Barbecue and Provisions. Proud Souls is Denver's authority of all things barbecue. Do you rule your neighborhood with the best backyard barbecue? From beginners to pit masters, Proud Souls has all the equipment you could want. A variety of wood, pellet, and charcoal grills and smokers. Award-winning pit masters and owners of Proud Souls, Dan and Tony, have a passion for barbecue, and it shows. Located on 25th and Federal.
A caller just asked me a bunch of questions like where you guys were, how many seats, all this stuff.
The Spice Guy spices and superior flavored fuels for your pit like...
No, he didn't know. He wants to buy tickets. He just didn't know. I told him, you want to go on the air?
And a variety of blends.
He's like, no, I don't want to go on the air.
Proud Souls BBQ.
I didn't get it. I tried.
Hands-on bar classes and get information on current promotions in
30 seconds.
Best in barbecue, locally owned and operated on 25th and Federal. There are guys. Proud Souls Barbecue and Provisions. That's ProudSoulsBBQ.com.
Hi, this is Lori Midson. I'm a food hack, a.k.a. food writer. I was just told that I should put my lines. And you're listening to The Modern Eater Show on iHeartRadio.
Yes, you are listening to The Modern Eater Show on iHeartRadio. Lori, thank you. She's a great gal. Can't wait to get her back in the kitchen. Doing a 2019 rewind as we continue to the last half hour of the show. This segment sponsored to you by, I want to call out Rome Sausage. Chris Johnson.
Chris is awesome.
He really is.
I love that guy. It was so good to see him last week.
It was. It really was. 2 weeks ago, though, Rich.
Was it 2?
I know.
It just goes so.
It does go so fast. So we recognized a few, but again, I want to just go down the list, and we'll do this in the last segment. Encore Energy, Ewing Levitt Insurance. We talked about gluten-free things, but I want to stop on this. Growers Organic. Wow. Talk about, and I know, I mean, seriously, all of us right here.
Thanks, guys.
Brian Freeman and Growers Organic. I mean,
thanks.
That's one that you want to do. And let me tell you why. I always say, if I even get a sniff that you're doing business with Growers Organic, I know that you're top of the line. You mean business. You're doing the right things with your business, and Growers Organic is the authority of the top-notch sourcing because you put the work in, Brian. You've always put the work in, and it means so much to you. And when it comes to passion and business, I think you wrote the book, and I read it twice.
Oh, well, thank you, man. I'm honored. But it's really, I'll tell you, I always go back to it's the farmers that make me what I am. I mean, it's the good growers that we have here in Colorado.
So as we've been out on road trip, one of the things that resonated with me the most, Jay, Rich, Kenyon, is sitting down with the farmers to say, I'm not so sure that we would be what we are today without the outlet like Brian Freeman to come recognize us, buy our produce from us, bring us a fair price, and then bring it to market and give us the recognition that we've wanted and deserved, and letting these farms just flourish within his brand. Brian, wow.
Oh, thanks. I mean, but, look at like Scott and Jess. Look at Tom McCracken. Which, by the way, he's coming in town tomorrow to go to the Raiders game.
No, he's not. Yep. Is he really?
Yep.
What a fun time that is. Thanks for the invite.
Well, yeah, I have the extra ticket for you. Are you going?
Yes, I am.
You better. You better not flake on me.
Hey, Jay, one of the things that you said as far as road trip, and I think is Tom McCracken stuck out to you.
Yeah, man. Well, when Freeman says he's coming out for the Oakland, I literally, and this isn't exaggeration, I pictured him crawling out of like a hut that's made of like husk and leaves, and like fruit skin, and he comes out, wearing nothing. And somebody's like, Oakland's in town. He's like, far out, man. I got to go to that game. And then finds transportation, No, his place, Green Earth Farms, right?
Yep.
I mean, amazing. You, Jay, for remembering that.
Amazing. I mean, it's nothing short of amazing what he does basically by himself.
So, Crestone, Colorado.
Yep.
This guy's off the grid.
Off the grid. The whole farm is off the grid.
Totally off the grid. I mean, Brian always said, if something goes down, I'm going to McCracken's, right? And you would be safe. He truly is self-sufficient as a farmer. Yeah. And then you go walk his property, Rich. You go walk this gentleman's property, and he starts showing you things that he does for water conservation and runoff points and curating his land and bringing high points to low points of this vegetable needs this amount of sunshine and water, and this one needs less, so it's going to – you just go, I'm out of my league. I'm out of my league.
Well, he's truly one of those guys.
It gives me the goose pepper.
Well, he's the one who helped me start my life with produce. Yeah, he helped form me because him and I became great friends back in the early 90s. And I started working his farmer's market with him in 94.
So when we bring stuff back in, and the caller that called into the show, and thank you for listening, appreciate it so much. Summer Dinner Series, you're interested in tickets. I don't blame you, truly, and keep an eye out for that because we'll do announcements for that. But this kitchen, with those ingredients that we get from folks like Tom McCracken, like Jess at
Field to Fork,
the stuff that we bring back and the chefs that get to play with it, let's just go down the list. I wanted to put Jay on the spot. He's the one with the clear mind, right?
Well, I don't know.
Can you name all of the chefs from the Summer Dinner Series last year?
Oh, geez, Pete.
Quickly, week one.
Before you have to look it up.
Jeff Jabot, Jason Newer.
Jeff Jabot, Jason Newer. Week 2 was Cheeto and Preston.
Good job.
Week 3 was Fairy Godmother.
Yes.
Yep.
The week 5 was ACF chefs. Week 4 ACF Jim Pittenger, ACF chefs, Brother Luck, and Justin Brunson.
Keegan, where was Keegan?
Yeah, where was Keegan?
And Keegan Gerhardt. And I'm playing Keegan Gerhardt's video right now, and that's the one that I missed.
Because he did with
Look at that
Field of Fork.
Emma Nemechek sitting in the crowd.
I threw that up for the listener. Go to our thing, and you can see what the dinners look like, my friend.
We want your input. What's a chef in Denver you'd like to see in Summer Dinner Series 2020?
Yeah, well, we need to sit down, us.
Yeah, we already did, Brian.
You sure you did? And put it in a spreadsheet that you like to use so
Where's
much.
Kyle
Who
Mignon?
introduced you to spreadsheets? When did you break down about spreadsheets?
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my.
Oh, if you guys were on a ride to Colorado Springs one day.
My goodness.
He and I were locked in this car for an hour, and he wanted nothing to do with me when I started talking spreadsheets.
Who do you want to see in this studio this year? Who do you want to see? I want to see Dana Rodriguez.
That's exactly who I was going to say.
I go there.
Yeah. I've talked to her. That's probably going to happen here.
Saturday nights
after the
are
first.
tough.
Yes.
Saturday nights, we're asking people, as it stands now, margins in restaurants, so slim. If you own a restaurant and you're an executive chef, you're working Saturday.
Yeah, you're probably in the dish pit, sadly.
So to take the time off, which we appreciate wholeheartedly, I mean, so much.
Okay, here's one. Kelly Whitaker. I want to get Kelly in here and talk about wheat and local, and you're doing this wheat program. He's got a big wheat program, and there's we could get some other farmers in on that. Kelly would be one. Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's okay. The butterscotch pudding that I worked so hard to go get.
Yeah, thank you, Rick, for making that.
That was from Dana Rodriguez.
Was it really?
Yeah.
And Mia Chocolat?
Yep, I went over to see Dave.
So the running joke is tonight the boys were cooking. We're all going to cook a dish. I did tacos. Brian did delicious potatoes. George did chicken wings. Jay did the
bruschetta.
Bruschetta.
I mean, yeah. Well, that's why I just say both. Yeah. Call it the bruschetta.
All of it delicious. Really. Something must be wearing off on us. And I hope that the show wears off on other folks to be able to expand themselves with good products. Good people.
Well, don't you think a lot more people are cooking now? A lot more people are really interested in good food. We went to this thing about it was all fast. I need everything fast. And right now, in my hand, I saw a comedian, as opposed to Amazon Prime, it's Amazon Now. Feed it to me. I wanted to order something from Amazon and put it in my mouth.
Drop the drone
in my mouth.
Ronnie something.
Yeah, you saw that guy, that Asian guy.
The Korean guy.
Korean guy, yeah. He is funny. But it's this whole thing. We went to this. I wanted everything right now. And now we're starting to come back a little bit. I mean, there's still parts of us, right? The internet, we think everything, we can touch it right away. But the reality is a lot of people are getting back home and saying, let's cook a good meal. Let's find good ingredients. We've got great grocery stores. That would be someone I'd like to see. Lever's Locavore.
I would too. Yeah.
They're a new one. Yeah. I'd like to see some of the old staff. I'd like to see some of the old tribe people, the Vitamin Cottage folks. I wish we could get something
Jay's either saying break or you're going to have a good time after the show. I don't know which one that is.
We can do both. Jay, I'm
I'm on empty. I don't even have that one.
What a year. 2020 on the horizon right now. Wrapping up. Last segment of the year, guys. Better be a good one. I promise you a good one. We're going to say some nice words, but we're going to do some New Year's resolutions personally. What that is. Mine's pretty big, and I'm doing it personally and for you guys on the air because I want to be held accountable. That's how I work best. I truly do. If I want to lose weight, I got to get a trainer because I need someone to push me. I like to be able to be tough. I'm a tough guy. Believe it or not. I'm going to make this New Year's resolution, and you're going to hear it next. It's going to be big. I want to go through the Spice Guy because the Spice Guy is going to be here next year. Came up with a campaign, New Year, New Spices. What's in your cabinet probably needs to be thrown out. It's not delicious anymore. We're going to go through your cabinet. We're going to talk with the Spice Guy next week. Zach Johnston, forget about it. He knows a ton about spices. Hot Schedules and Fourth, thank you. They're new sponsors. Proud Souls, you already heard from them. Rocker Spirits, Element Knife Company, Rome Sausage, The Goods Restaurant, and Mark Whistler. We love you, dude.
He's awesome.
This is the family we're talking about. I know. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back, talk a little bit more about sponsors, and a big, big announcement for all of our New Year resolutions. Coming up next on The Modern Eater Show
on iHeartRadio.
Choose your path.
Here's a clip.
Don't forget to check us out on Instagram and Facebook for all the fun photos and videos. Just search The Modern Eater or check out the website, themoderneater.com.
Inside Frozen 2 from Ashley Home Store.
Disney Animation head of music, Tom McDougall.
We don't make sequels based on the success of the first one. It really does come from a place of what other story do we want to tell?
I'm ABC's Ginger Z. Check out Inside Frozen 2, the podcast that goes behind the scenes of Frozen 2 from Ashley Home Store, helping you bring home the holiday spirit. Head in-store or go to ashleyhomestore.com. This is home.
At CDW, we get that migrating your business to a hyper-converged infrastructure is challenging.
Like me switching to decaf. Gotta do it, don't want to do it, but gotta do it.
Whoa, slow down, friend. CDW's experts can help you simplify the transition from legacy to hyper-converged infrastructure with Dell Technologies solutions that offer speed and agility.
Do it, do it. Have you done it? Is it done yet? Why isn't it done yet?
IT orchestration by CDW. People who get it. Find out more at cdw.com/Dell Tech.
Hey, Colorado chefs. Brian Freeman with Growers Organic and the Modern Eater Talk Show. Do you care about where your food comes from? I do. Do you want loyalty from customers who care about that as well? I can help by providing top quality organic produce with reliable delivery, knowledgeable sales team who genuinely care about how food is grown, transported, and served. Chefs, Growers Organic will ensure you have excellent ingredients for your next James Beard dinner, your nightly specials, or your regular menu items. Join the organic revolution and go organic with Growers Organic. Look us up online at growersorganic.com.
Hey, chef friends, it's Little Rich here from Raquelitas Tortillas. Raquelitas, known for hyper-local, innovative, and healthy tortillas and chips, served by Colorado's top chefs, and that's why we only use Colorado Mills sunflower oil. If you, too, want to serve the healthiest, most vibrant-tasting foods, you must use
15 to live read.
Mills is hyper-local, Colorado-grown, cold-pressed in
10.
Colorado. Whether you bake, fry, or saute, get your Colorado Mills today. Available through Shamrock, Growers Organic, and Dawn Foods. For the best oil in the business, use
Here we go.
Mills.
He's such a talent, Little Rich Snyder right there. I mean, truly, Little Rich, you're growing into quite the personality. The Little Rich corner, how much you add to the show, you're built for this business. And comedy, it's behind you.
Obviously.
I don't know. We've had a lot of conversations.
I wish I could have seen you do some stand-up.
Me too.
I got to tell you.
That was the best 5 minutes,
Jeff Rourke.
Long time ago.
A-Plus Beverage Solutions. These are the guys. I mean, if you talk about, first of all, if you're in the market for a new build-out of a tap system, you need maintenance. You're pouring tacky beer. The temperature's off. Your glycol system is not where you want it to be. It's a terrible thing to pour inefficient beer because what are you doing, boys?
You're pouring your money down the drain.
It's just you don't have to. And he's the most reliable guy in the business. His name's Jeff Rourke in A-Plus Beverage Solutions. He means the world to us. He could mean the world to you. All you have to do is call him. 720-272-3809.
I've got a pen now. I can write it down. Say it again.
It's the
please.
old school way, but it's the most efficient. Listen to this number because you want to call Jeff Rourke. If you're in that business, you need this. Call the man. Say the Modern Eater sent you. 720-272-3809. It's our friend and yours, Jeff Rourke, and the A-Plus Beverage Solutions.
Now it's time for the Modern Eater's Booze in the News segment.
I like my beer cold, my meat grilled, and my entertainment explosive.
All we need is a chair and a cooler beer.
Here's your Booze
I love
News.
bluegrass.
I know every time Brian dances and I get happy, I don't know what it is, but it just works. The Modern Eater Show, it's just working.
Oh, my God, this is almost done.
The last segment.
Where did it
seriously
go?
Could do it for a couple more hours and we want to do this. We were talking New Year's resolutions. Guys, I'm a closet smoker. I rush out during the breaks. It breaks my heart.
It breaks our heart.
Take a couple of puffs of cigarettes. My health has probably been the worst it's been.
Your
a lot
breath
of times
is always like...
Thank you, Brian.
I notice you don't linger when you kiss anymore.
A lot of times in entrepreneurial business, you put yourself aside.
Well, it's that stress, remember?
Yeah.
We talked about it.
This year, I'm going to be selfish with a few things, guys. I'm going to be selfish with my health because I think you need me the best that I can be.
We do.
Mm-hmm. Without a doubt.
And this time next week, I will not be a smoker. Now, let me preface this. When I put something down, I put it down, right? My 30s were completely smoke-free. My 20s, can't say so much. Probably smoking more things than I would ever want to tell you, but that's the reality of life. In 2020, there's no room for that for me. I've come to terms with it. You have to come to terms with anything before you put it aside or just put it on the shelf. I've come to terms with it, and I'm happy to do that. I've never done this before on a platform as big as what we're doing right now. So help me, support me, and I want to support you in whatever you do. What that means for me is quitting smoking brings me back to the lifestyle of I like to go play Frisbee in the park, guys. I like to run around, be a little jubial. I didn't want to stop to be a little Jew. Be a little jubial. You know, I like to be on my toes and active and alive. When I was at Red Rocks this past summer to go Slightly Stupid, and I was at the bottom of the steps to walk up to the top, and we were right there to the promised land. Seriously, like 6 to 8 steps, but you couldn't see it. Like, where's the top? I didn't know where the top is. I laid on the bench, man, and people walked by, and it was the worst feeling I think I ever had. Like, I'm that guy as people walked by. And it was a tough moment for me, and I knew that I was never that way, and there was a part of a lot of things. Jay's like, hey, man.
Are you tearing up, Jay? Was that a moment? Did you just have a moment there?
You did tear up a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. I kind of had something in my eye. I didn't think I was going to be called out on that right there. I was thinking about this next.
But I think a lot of people have those types of moments in their lives. And I don't know if anything's defining for you, but for me, that's it. It's a matter of just feeling good within my own skin in this next year. I've put so much effort into the Modern Eater Show to where all of that stuff for me and myself that this year I'm going to put me there. And I think it's going to make service for the Modern Eater.
You've bled and took bullets every day for this business. I've seen it.
Well, I'm excited for you, man, because I'll tell you, I took a life insurance policy on you, and you're going to prove me wrong. I like that.
What about you? Got anything?
Well, 2019 was a year of understanding for me. And so I'm looking at what I wanted. I'm a little bigger than just, or I'm different than I don't want to just take one thing. I want to take everything that I do and look at it through a different lens.
So no.
Richie. No, I don't.
How about you? How about you, Richie?
Woo!
This year, what do you want to do for yourself?
What I want to do, I'm going to say stay in that sweet spot. Right now,
so no.
In many areas, I'm in a sweet spot, and I just want to stay there.
Yeah.
But keep helping more people. This is one of the tools that we do that.
You know what that's called? Protect your cheese. Rich is just like, I'm not trying to get big. I'm just trying to maintain, man. How about you, Jay?
I'm going to start smoking.
Hands down, that was. Well,
I quit for a long time. My mother said, "Don't be a quitter." I said, "Mom, you're right."
You are such a punk ass.
No, I'm gonna just try to be. I'm just gonna try to be a better human, man. I mean, honestly, that's really what pops into my head. Just be better in the things I can control. I want to be better.
How about you, George? Quick, 10 seconds.
Oh man, well, 2019 was kind of a year of progress for me, and I'd kind of like to keep that progress going. Yeah. Build some more muscle mass, get swole.
24 years, man. Forget
23. 23.
Oh, yeah, hey, kick me while I'm down. All right, new year, new time, new spices. The Spice Guy is on next week. This is going to be a good time, 2020. It's going to be a wild ride. Thank you for being here with us. We love you so much.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone.
We're out of here. The Modern Eater Show on iHeartRadio. Thank you, Don.
Oh, you're welcome. Have a good night. You guys.